Hello and welcome to the Anime Madness Wormhole. I am your host, HenDiddy. I'm joined here tonight with my Wormhole co-host. And it's not on the screen. My Wormhole co-host, Taco, the head of the Aegis.
Hello.
As I get this situated. There it is!
It's a miracle!
And we're joined here today with the pervy man himself, RaginSage.
What's good?
Because today, as I'm still getting... No, that's the wrong thing.
One job.
Hey, man, I know. But today we're going to be doing RaginSage's updated top 16.
Noble?
And we might be doing... For those watching us live on Twitch, we might be doing some X-Defiant after we finish up this wormhole. For those watching on YouTube, there won't be no X-Defiant content at the end of this. We'll end the stream. We'll end the recording and just keep streaming. So you can go back on Twitch and watch it on Twitch if you really want to watch us get our asses handed to us in X-Defiant.
I wouldn't go that far, Bucko.
Anyway, anything you want to say before we get into this, Sage?
Yeah, real quick question. I'm looking at the stream here. Why the fuck's Gone there?
I don't know. This was just an image I picked up when I just searched anime.
I respect it. Just like, why the fuck is there? There's nowhere to be on this list.
I grabbed it because Naruto and Dragon Ball. I didn't even realize Gon was there until I already used the image.
I just looked at Taco. I was like, did I somehow put Hunter x Hunter on my list? I didn't even watch it. How the fuck could I rank it?
Well, you don't have to worry about memorizing a bunch of openings from Hunter x Hunter. It's a one opening for all 148 episodes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so if you don't like the song, you're gonna hate it by the time you open it.
Yeah. You start out liking the song, and then by the time you get to like the Chimera Ant arc, it's like, oh, this song again, come on.
Give us something new.
But we are not doing it bracket style. We're just going through it from 16 to 1 and talking about each thing and why it's ranked where it's ranked. You ready to get into this? Coming in at number 16, Ghost Stories, but the dub only.
That show is so funny. Please tell me you've seen it.
I've seen it. I've seen
Good.
it.
Good.
Think of a big
That
black
is-
man chasing you.
That is so funny.
If you're someone who's only watched like Hunter x Hunter or Naruto, and you just or like slice of life animes, and you just want something wholesome and normal, do not watch this show.
Yeah, don't watch that.
This show, oh my god. This is what happens when you leave the voice actors without a writer.
You know what happened with that whole show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like the start of Funimation. They had no one directing it, so they said, "Nah, let's go push the boundaries."
Yeah, they had no one directing it. They had no writer.
Nope.
So they're
All
like,
improvised.
let's see what we can do with this, and it worked.
Oh, it worked.
Still one of the most talked about series to this day.
I wonder why.
So, Sage, what made you put it at number 16?
Oh, I think it's fucking hilarious.
I gotta get you on Gintama.
I know. Oh, I've heard. I've seen snippets of it. It's made me laugh.
I would say Ghost Story in a way is funnier than Gintama.
It's because of how Ghost Stories is. It's just
It's because of how random it is.
yeah. It catches you so off guard every time.
Gintama, you know there's gonna be something funny in 95% of each episode. So,
But I felt like 16 was a very, very good choice for Ghost Stories because it's like as much as I want to say yeah, it's it's the actual anime and stuff. In my mind, I still have it set as It's just an actual published abridged series of a show.
Yeah.
That's what it feels
Because-
Shut up.
Because I've heard the actual the actual series is not like
No,
nothing like
no.
said. Like it's an actual
It's-
show. I'm like,
The actual sub is like Ghost Hunt or Dark Gathering. It's like
Yeah.
it's like those.
it's nothing like what the English dub is. It's two different shows, but it's the same show.
I know. It's great though. Definitely one of the funniest things ever.
Oh, it's funny as shit.
Moving into 15, we have Demon Slayer. A little high for my taste, but you also don't have the amount of media that I've consumed.
Wait, what I have at 15 again?
Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good. Don't get me wrong.
So yeah, I like Demon Slayer.
But it's, to me, it's a bland story.
Personally, the art style is what holds me to having it.
Now, is it the art style or the animation?
Both.
Okay.
As I can't really pick one side because just together it's perfect.
Yeah, UFO Table knocks it out of the park with Demon Slayer. I'll never deny that. It's visually beautiful.
We'll say I'm still waiting for the English dub to come out, but I have seen like screenshots of the new season and it looks fucking beautiful.
The new season is still gonna look good. It's very boring though if you're not a fan of training arcs.
It's a short arc. It'll be alright.
Because the entire thing is just training.
Hey, I ain't gonna mind it. As long as it looks good, I ain't gonna mind.
All right, what are your thoughts, Taco?
It's good. Demon Slayer is a good show. I think it's a little repetitive, but it's a good show. Plain story. Go place. Beat big bad demon up.
Hashira
Go home.
retires.
Hashira retires. Go home. Oh, my name's Tanjiro. You're still not a Hashira yet. But why?
It's funny. They're still the second rank from the bottom.
It's funny. Tanjiro has beat all of these people.
He assisted
Tengen
in.
retired.
He
There's an opening, and they're still like, no.
Well, no, because his main breathing style is water breathing.
Is it?
Yes, his main breathing style is water breathing. That is the breathing he was trained into. So he would replace Gyu.
Better.
Um,
That's the joke going around, though. There's a Hashira retires. There's an opening. Little
so
Tanjiro. Can
the
I
funny
be a
thing
Hashira
is,
yet?
the Hashiras, the Hashiras actually started as 5. You had sun breathing, water breathing, wind breathing, earth breathing, and fire breathing, or flame
But
breathing.
doesn't he also use sun breathing?
He does, but he only uses the one technique. You have to be.
Yeah,
you have
the
to master.
Hino
You have
Kami
one of the
Kagura or whatever it is.
Himokage Kagura.
I
One of
can say
the
it right. Oh
one
my
of the
God.
requisites to becoming a Hashira is defeating a lower moon,
He
and
beat another
having
moon.
mastery of a breathing style. The only breathing style he has
Water.
mastery in. There's still a water Hashira though.
Don't matter. He's
Gyu is still there.
But you gotta beat a lower moon. He beat an upper moon.
The thing is, with the way the Hashira system is made up, if you're part of one of the 5 progenitor breathing forms, you will get replaced as soon as you get knocked out, like taken out of commission. But if you're part of a branch breathing, like love breathing, mist breathing, snake breathing, insect breathing, or sound breathing, your spot is not going to get filled right away because those were added on Hashira positions that came later on down the line.
It's so weird. Like there was an opening. Let them make. There's two opening.
If you think of it, technically there is only one progenitor opening, which is flame breathing, and Rengoku didn't have any proteges that he was training.
The closest one we had was Taro.
Who does not use flame breathing.
Nope. He's also not a jelly donut either, so I guess he's doing better than Rengoku.
So, and also, like, one of the first people looked at to replace a fallen Hashira is one of their Kohai. So, like, Shinobu has those 4 around her mansion. I don't think any of the remaining Hashira have any. I think Shinobu's the only one that actually has them.
That's wild.
But they're the ones that would take over the position of Hashira.
It's just so funny. My name's Tanjiro Kamado. I beat an upper moon. Can I be a Hashira yet? No.
No, because your mastery is in water breathing, and there's still a water Hashira currently here.
It's because you suck.
But it's
It becomes
janky.
Hashira instead.
And you know, when the funny thing is, Zenitsu's trainer, he was a former Thunder Hashira.
Yeah.
He retired.
Yes.
Tengen took his place as the Sound Hashira.
That makes no sense.
Because it wasn't one of the 5 original forms. Which technically, sun breathing is the original, and the progenitor forms came from sun breathing.
Fair enough. So, that is way too much Demon Slayer knowledge for my little feeble brain.
Oh yeah, I mean, it has some lore, not a lot.
No, it does not have a ton. You think it would? Imagine if it did, though.
I would probably have it a lot higher on my list then.
Yeah.
It's that lack of lore that put it where it was on mine. So, moving into 14, though, we have Cowboy Bebop. Sage, if you want to take the floor here.
Cowboy Bebop. It is such a classic. Taco is still mad at me to this day because I still have yet to technically finish it.
Oh, you don't know about Bang yet.
I still have like the last 2 episodes, which is where all the shit goes down.
Oh, dude.
Like,
those 2
like,
episodes are so good.
like every time I go to watch it, I watch like an episode. I'm like, okay, I'm good. I'm gonna save it because it's not that big of a series.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll start like a new series, completely forget about it because I'm watching like what was it, One Piece I started at the time. Completely forgot about Cowboy Bebop. Then I went on Crunchyroll scene and I was like, oh yeah, I gotta go fucking finish that still. Watched up to the last 2 and now I'm here in Bleach and still have 2 episodes left.
Wow.
There's nothing, in my opinion, there's nothing really wrong with Cowboy Bebop. It's just the fact of how long it's taking me to fucking watch it.
No, Cowboy Bebop is a great series.
It's a classic. It got everything, in my opinion.
It's
a lot
amazing. I didn't mind the live action. I know a lot of people hated the live action.
So
I didn't mind it.
like,
The casting was perfect for the live action.
So I've seen bits and pieces of it. I didn't personally watch it. I've heard very mixed reviews.
Yeah, but if you just look at the cast lineup for the main 4 characters, and it looks awesome.
Yeah.
Too bad it got canceled and we're not going to get a second season where Ed and Ein would have actually shown up for real. Because Ed is teased in like the last episode of it.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Huh. What any thoughts? What were you saying?
Yeah. It's been 3 fucking years. I showed him Cowboy Bebop as soon as he started watching anime.
Oh god.
So it's been longer than like 3 years. It's probably been like 5. It's been half a fucking decade for 26 episodes.
Oh god.
I don't want to hear shit about me. You're not watching enough One Piece again. 5 years for 26 episodes. Fuck is this?
Dude. Oh. Wait, you still haven't
Haven't met
watched.
Vicious yet.
You still haven't watched
Nothing.
season 2 of Eminence, have you?
No, but granted, that's only a year old. Maybe. I was just waiting for it to come on Hulu because I don't have a high dive. But
Well, if we do our meetup this week, we can watch it.
tempting. Tempting.
So
26 episodes. But yeah, he hasn't even met Vicious yet.
he has to have met Vicious.
Mm.
If he's on episode 24, he's definitely met Vicious.
He was teased at the end. He was teased at the end of 23. That's it. We don't get a ton of Vicious, which sucks.
Why do I feel like that's not right?
To my memory, that sounds right. It's been, I don't know, it's been forever since I watched Cowboy Bebop last.
Because the whole Syndicate stuff happens very early on. Like the first episode, the Syndicate gets brought up.
No, it was definitely not in the first episode.
Yeah, the Syndicate is in the first episode, dude, because that's who the dude stole the red eye from.
Yeah, say Visions himself is not brought up at all.
Vicious himself isn't in it.
Like, nothing's even spoke of him. Yeah, you don't get Vicious till late.
Because in 20, they're chased by an assassin from the Syndicate. So that whole arc is 3 freaking episodes. Wow. So Eminence and Shadow's second season is only 12 episodes.
That's not bad. That's the same with Solo Leveling and Kaiju.
I believe Kaiju is going to be 12.
Okay. That's not bad. I wish it was longer, but
they're covering a good chunk of material though.
It is so
did you see today's episode?
No, we have to wait for the person who's not here with us.
Recope?
Yep, we've watched every single episode together, so now we cannot watch it without the 3 of us being in the same spot.
When did you watch episode 9 then?
Days ago.
A couple days ago?
Yeah.
Okay. What, did he come over like Thursday or something?
Yeah.
Watched Windbreaker and Kaiju that day?
Yep. Yep.
Well, you should have texted me. Would have came over.
I know what the fuck you were doing.
Not much. I get off at 3 p.m. now.
I'm a forgetful person.
Alright, moving on to 13. We have Black Clover. Definitely a valid spot. And I know I gotta put it higher on mine, but I gotta rework my entire list.
Yes, you do.
I gotta rework my entire list, dude.
So you know what happens. He does not.
AOT's probably falling, though.
You're nuts, but that's besides the point. After your Tokoyami take from last Sunday's podcast, if you didn't watch it, go watch it. You're nuts.
It's just my preference, man.
That's okay. To quote the other person's not here, sometimes preferences are wrong.
Well, when it comes to AOT, it's just I don't know.
You're in the first stage. It's in denial of it. It's okay.
It's not that. I mean, the anime did good at correcting what was wrong with the manga, but it's like
It's
it felt.
flawless.
No, here's where I don't think it's flawless. I feel like the story could have been a lot deeper.
What?
Yeah, I feel like we should have gotten more of the 145th king that actually built the walls.
But it's not based off of that shit.
No,
At
but when they bring up all of that in the 4th season, and especially with the rumbling, like
Yeah.
we could have gotten some more on that. Especially when we saw Rod Rice and we got all that crap.
They showed enough. Like,
I
okay,
feel like
you
they
got the
could have done
main
more.
basis. That's like nitpicking, though.
Hey, that's what we do here.
That's nitpicking to a T. They showed you enough to get the basis around it of all the shit that's going on with Aaron and the rumbling and everything else going. Nah, that's the perfect amount. Plus, with the whole giant war starting after he destroyed a city and the Warhammer and everything else.
It's just how it sits with me. I feel like the history of that universe could have been touched on more.
I mean, fair. Like, well, the shit that
Especially
goes on.
like Ymir's timeline. Like, give us a full Ymir arc.
Or just get a Ymir series, please. That's what I really want.
Oh, apparently there's one called Before the Fall.
Yeah, I know.
But
We're
I
supposed to get
think
something for
I
AMC.
think that's a light novel.
I don't know what we're supposed to get. I know we're supposed to get something for Attack on Titan at some point. I don't know what it is.
Well, Before the Fall is the only thing that doesn't have an anime adaptation. Because Lost Girls does, No Regrets does.
Well, it's just new in general.
Yeah.
I've seen theories. It's the boy with the dog.
A sequel? It's just gonna be the same fucking cycle.
I don't know. I heard. Like I said, it's rumors. I don't know what Isayama's gonna do.
That's the whole point of it. Is it's a cycle.
Yeah, that's why I said I have no idea what Isayama's gonna do. But I guess like it's rumors I keep seeing on like Twitter and stuff. So I take everything with a grain of salt.
No Regrets got an adaptation. Yeah, so yeah, Before the Fall is the only thing that doesn't have an adaptation.
I wouldn't mind it, but like, all right,
It's finished. It's 17 volumes, 73 chapters. It is a manga,
I mean it's doable.
but it was originally a light novel.
That's where it might get us.
3 volumes, 15 chapters of a light novel.
I don't know,
Hunted almost to extinction by monstrous humanoid creatures called Titans. Humanity found refuge by hiding within walled cities. However, with passing centuries, blah 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 blah. That's all the normal stuff. Okay, so this takes place over a decade later. Kuklo, who was discovered in Titan vomit as a baby and henceforth dubbed the Titan Son, finds himself freed from the cage that has held him since infancy. Aware that his life is now in his own hands, the boy soon finds a cause to live for. To meet a Titan face to face and understand why humans have only ever seen him as an object of fear. Thus, Kuklo decides to join the Survey Corps, unaware that he may be the person the stagnant military unit has been looking for. Before the Fall tells 2 separate yet connected tales which detail humanity's struggle, loss, and determination to transcend the role of helpless prey and strike back against Titans. It's set before the beginning of the main series.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. I mean, I wouldn't be against it, but I don't know.
It doesn't say how much before. Here's the
It should be like a year.
Here's the manga synopsis. A baby is found crying in a mass of Titan vomit. amidst the dead Titan flames. The child is called Child of Titan or Titan's Son, and is essentially hated by the people inside the walls. He also seems to grow unnaturally fast. Named Kuklo, he parts himself from his past upbringing and gambles on the fate of humanity by enlisting in the Scouting Legion. And it is Before the Fall manga is a manga adaptation of the second and third volumes of the light novel series of the same title.
Like, I'm not against the idea of it,
And
but I don't know how they're gonna do it. Like, not that, like, not like I don't know how they're gonna do it, but like,
all I can say though, it's got to be at least like I don't know, several decades before the main series. Because none of the characters in the Survey Corps, I'm looking at the character list, I'm looking at the ones with the uniforms. None of them, we've never heard their names. So it's before who was the Shadis' time.
oh, okay. I gotcha.
There is a Levi-like character though.
That's cool.
Angel Altion is a great weaponsmith, also being called the King of Innovations, from the Shinganji-sha. I can never say that fucking...
Shigachina?
Yeah. And the person credited for the creation of the three-dimensional maneuver... So this is right when they created the ODM.
That'd be sick, actually. Alright, well, let's hope they do that. But
And
that's the Black Clover.
It's also the person... He's also the person that found the weak spot.
Fair enough.
So that's basically...
That'd be sick, actually.
That's basically talking about like the start of the Survey Corps.
That
And the
actually will be
start
good.
of ODM gear.
Actually, I'd be completely with that.
I would be fine with that as well.
Alright, now here's what we're gonna do. When AOT shows up on this list, because I know it's going to, that's when we talk about nothing but Black Clover.
Yes. So why is Black Clover here, though, Sage?
I really enjoy Black Clover. The anime's really good. Just
Are
waiting.
you noticing the comparison? Did you notice the how it had more similarities with Bleach than Naruto?
To be fair, it's been so long since I've watched Black Clover. I need to go back and rewatch it.
Yeah, there's so many more similarities to Bleach than Naruto.
Which is fair. But still, it's a good series.
Mm-hmm.
The anime, I have not read the manga, as you know. I know you two. You guys know so much, and there's
We're
so
caught
much
up.
more.
I'm in the trenches.
Next one should be coming next month.
And
I will
I'm just
cry.
saying, I can't wait to see that stuff get animated.
Oh, you're gonna lose your mind.
Like, I cannot wait.
Dude, anime only for One Piece, for Kaiju number 8, for JJK, and for Black Clover are gonna go crazy once they start finding this stuff out.
I can't wait for what's the anime? What's the anime arc right now for One Piece? Egghead.
Yeah, Egghead.
Yeah, I can't wait for that to get fucking dubbed. Still waiting for that announcement. Still waiting.
Moving into number 12, we have Bleach. Honestly, I was expecting it to be lower, given where you're at.
It was originally going to be.
Because you're at the Bound arc, I believe?
No, I'm just out of the Bound arc.
Oh, you just finished the Bound arc.
He's in the Arankar arc.
You say
I'm in, like,
you're in the
stages of that.
you're in the Arankar saga, and you're on the first invasion arc.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you meet Grimjow yet?
Yeah, he showed up.
Oh,
Watched some shit, fought Ichigo,
dude,
and then got told to go the fuck back home.
that is one of the coldest entrances in all of Bleach. Was Grimjow showing up?
Once I see him, I almost Taco was asleep. I about woke him up just to fucking be like, "Hey, look who's here."
I would say the next coldest, the coldest entrance would be Fake Karakura Town, Ichigo. Taco knows what I'm talking about.
That's a fucking good one.
Yeah, and even Thousand Year Blood War, Ichigo showing up to the Soul Society is another good one.
That was also a really good one.
Those
Yeah,
those are
that's
without
really
a doubt the two coldest entrances.
Grimjow's is just Grimjow.
Grimjow's in the top 5 though.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, I can understand where this is at based on where you're at in the series.
I definitely see it going up. Like I'm
Oh,
already.
yeah.
It was originally like 14th on my list. And
Once
then
you
I
get
got out of
to
down. It's moving up. It's working its way up.
yeah, once you get to the Huayco Mundo Evasion, Fake Karakura Town, Final Karakura Battle, and then the Thousand Year Blood War. Whoo!
So, yeah, Taco told me 1,000 Year Blood Wars where I'm gonna be like, yeah, Bleach is good. He's like, and the more you watch Bleach, the better it's gonna get. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I hope so, because if not, then why is it getting all this praise? But
And it's like this was
now, like, I'm starting to see the light.
yeah, this was Tite Kubo's second series. He did Zombie Powder before this.
Oh, fair.
Yeah, he's the only mangaka of the big 3 that this is his second serialized series. Was the one that was in the big 3. Naruto was Kishimoto's first one, and One Piece was Oda's first one.
Which, yeah, like I said, it's fucking impressive.
Moving into number 11, we have a newer series, Windbreaker. Dude, this, I'm so tempted to buy the manga of this. I think the manga is actually over.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Why are you saying you're welcome? I was going to watch it anyways.
No, to the other person here.
Oh.
Because I started it, and he just looks over and goes,
No, it's
damn,
still
this is
publishing.
pretty cool. I'm just like,
Wow, the
Yeah.
manga of this just started in 2021.
yeah, it's a pretty new series.
I mean, I think Kaiju number 8's manga started around there too.
Yeah, it's just like the
2020.
day after we talked about it, I was like, oh, Windbreaker, I did. Like, here's him peeking over, go,
Wow.
pretty
So,
fucking cool.
Kaiju number 8 started publishing in July 3rd, 2020. I picked it up in August of 2020.
So, yeah, Windbreaker's been fucking amazing.
Oh yeah, of course it has. I mean, it's if you just like fighting series, it's amazing.
So originally the art style and animations what caught me at first. As I look over, like, oh, that looks cool. I listen, watch them more. Like, oh yeah, this shit's good.
Yeah, it's a great series. What do you guys are on episode 8 now?
No,
9?
9. Yeah, Umamiya
Okay.
just finished his fight.
Oh yeah, the Umamiya Choji fight.
Yes,
That was a
that
good
just
one.
ended.
I would say
That took such a turd.
I would say I liked Sakura's fight better.
Oh, 100%. That dude's nuts. Love him.
Oh my god, that fight went crazy, but Umamiya's fight went insane too.
Honestly, Sakura might have had my favorite fight, but the funniest fight is with I keep forgetting his name. He has the eye patch.
Oh, Suo.
Yeah. I just think it's Asta because it's the same guy who does him in for the dub. Same guy.
Okay,
So,
so how was the scream that Joji
Which one?
did?
In the dub?
Yeah,
Oh dude, it was insane.
because it was crazy, and that's the episode I said like I might have to go back and rewatch this episode in the dub.
All of it in dub.
I
You
got-
watched all of it in dub.
I got too much to catch up on. And if we're doing
I
X
think-
Defiant, I'm gonna be still have a lot to catch up
Before
on.
we start playing, I want you to pull up the screen in the dub before we start.
All right.
Because I think you'll lose your shit. It was insane.
So what made you
But
put
yeah.
this here, Sage?
It's a new series. It's been blowing me out the fucking water with each episode. I don't think it's good enough to be above the top 10 yet, but I definitely see it being there. But we also got Bleach to worry about with me. So
Yeah, a certain series you have in your top 10 will drop out soon.
I was gonna say a lot of these,
The
a
more
lot, the more middle of this list is more or less. I don't really know how to rank these. We're just gonna toss them and see what happens.
the more you watch and the more you expand what you've seen, the more you'll realize, okay, the nostalgia can't hold on that long.
Nah, I could see this Naruto staying there till my fucking grave. It's gonna be on my grave.
That's not the one I'm talking about.
Okay.
That's not the one I'm talking about. It's the one that's already dropped several times. The thing is, what's sitting at your 8 now?
What, Dragon Ball?
Way to spoil it. I was trying to say it without saying it.
Well, I was just trying to think. I wasn't looking at the list. I was just trying to think off the top of my head.
Yeah, like, you'll notice that one will keep dropping with the more you expand.
Actually, randomly, Dragon Ball Super Season 2 is dropping.
I will. I will.
See, the problem is, my ranking of Dragon Ball already takes into account what's going to be in Super Season 2.
I mean, that's fair.
I did not. If I was, it'd be so much. Bro, to quote Tony, Broly fucks.
I love how it's just like muffled in the background of Sage's mic.
Verse.
I will say I am excited for Dima. I'm with everything I'm saying for it. I am excited for it.
Yeah, we just don't
That's
know.
a shit version of Burley.
We just don't know when we're gonna get that.
Ball.
Oh,
I'm very curious.
Yeah.
well, you're muted, and I can hear you just muffle through
Yeah.
Sage's.
Yeah, fall.
We're supposed to get it this fall.
Okay. Well, have
Yeah,
you heard
if-
anything about when the next chapter of Super's coming?
No, I have. No, I wish I did. Because them leaving it off with Broly beating the hell, well, Gohan beating the hell out of Broly, kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it was incredible because Gohan, Beast Gohan, Broly learned how to control himself. And I like the spoilers. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dima, whatever it's called, supposed to be in the.
Daima.
If we get Baby Broly, I'm gonna laugh so hard. Little kid Broly.
I'm just hoping it doesn't turn into like a GT Part 2.
Apparently, it's supposed to connect with Super.
It's supposed to, just like GT was supposed to connect to the end of Z.
And that did not do that at all.
But Toriyama and Toyotaro were actually involved in it, unlike GT.
Yeah,
So
I actually have faith in this one because
Yeah.
Toriyama did it.
I have
so-
faith because Toyotaro and Toriyama were part of the writing.
Yeah.
But
I feel like we're gonna be safe there.
I'm also still scared because it's showing chibi versions, and the last time we got that, it was GT.
Yeah, it's also true.
So it's like I have mixed feelings, but we just gotta wait and see.
I only have faith because Toriyama did it. Well, and I don't know the other guy's name that well.
Toyotaro.
Yeah, Toyota. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know he got left the reins for Super and everything else.
Oh, like all royalties and stuff of Super goes to him.
That's amazing.
Like Toriyama like completely passed everything of Super to him.
That's awesome.
So like Toriyama's family still gets the royalties and stuff for Z and OG,
Of course.
but Super goes to Toyotaro and his family.
That's awesome.
Because you figure
Well,
after the first couple volumes, Toriyama like said, "All right, it's on you. I'll be here if you need me."
Yep. So hopefully, whenever he's ready, we get some more Super. Because I've been dying for that.
I mean, yeah, he literally put in the announcement that like, "Hey, it's going on hiatus. I'm gonna work through this and don't know when I'll be back."
Hopefully, it's soon.
I don't care if it's soon or not soon.
I'm hoping it's soon, but you know.
I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, I'll hope it's soon, but I also hope
Exactly.
that Toyotaro is okay.
Oh, 100%. That is priority.
Moving into number 10, we have Kaiju number 8. Oh, dude, I love this series so much. I've been like I mentioned earlier, I've been caught up to this series since 2020. I've been following this series since almost the very start of it, and to see it go from what it started as to where it's at in the manga now to the anime being one of the very few that gets simuldubbed.
I'm so glad I get simuldubbed.
Well, Eminence and Shadow got it for season 2. And I don't recall any other ones that got simuldubbed. Because it's normally either the next season or the a couple weeks after.
Say Solo Leveling was supposed to.
Yeah, Solo was supposed to be, and then something happened,
didn't.
and they were 2 weeks behind.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
It gave us 2 extra weeks of Solo content.
Yeah, that's why I'm with it.
But yeah, Kaiju
Solo
number
Leveling's
8,
insane.
amazing series. Y'all really got to see that cliffhanger that happened at the end of episode 10.
Well, I just wanna watch it. Agree with you, but I can't.
Oh my god, dude, you're not gonna believe it. You're gonna go crazy. Oh.
I can't say my favorite character is switching. With each episode, it's switching.
Oh, my top 2 are Kafka and Mina.
See, you know more, so I can't say Mina. I made the joke that my favorite's Mina just because she has a tiger. So.
I mean, all 5 characters that are on the screen right now: Ichikawa, Mina, Kafka, Shinomiya, and what the hell is the vice captain's name again?
He's my favorite character.
Hoshina.
Yeah, but
They're all great characters. Like these are my top 5 characters.
oh, 100%.
Kikuru is in 5th though.
That's the blonde hair chick, right?
Yeah, Kikuru Shinomiya.
Yeah, that axe is fucking insane, by the way.
Oh, but guess who's at number 6 for me?
I don't know the kaiju characters that well, besides the 5 that are on the screen.
Kaiju number 9.
Okay, I mean, I like. Okay,
Dude, it's Mayuri. It is Mayuri's voice actor from Bleach.
I know who it is. I don't like the character design for 9, but I love the one for 10.
Oh, 10 was amazing. Also, 9 his changes very frequently.
All right, good, because comparing 9 to 10 as of right now, the way they look, 10 looks a million times better than.
If you pick up reading it,
I don't want to, but I want to.
do it, dude. Trust me, because the stuff. Once you get caught up, you will be happy that you picked up reading it, because this stuff, I don't know when it's going to get animated, but the way number 9 looks right now, oh my god.
Shit.
And all I'll say is this series has one of the earliest final boss appearances in all of anime.
You said one of the earliest?
Yeah, because Kaiju number 9 is the final boss.
Right.
And he shows up in what? The end of episode 1?
No.
It's episode 2 then.
Yeah, it's 2.
It's 2.
Yeah, 2.
But like he shows up in the first volume of the manga.
Yeah.
'Cause if I'm remembering correctly, the first chapter was the entire first episode.
That sounds right.
But
I don't know,
yeah,
in the manga, did he become a kaiju in the first chapter?
I think it cliffhangs the same way. Hold on. Let's go to the break screen that we rarely use on the Wormhole, and I'm going to grab the first volume real quick.
Okay. Say,
I'm not going to be able to hear you for a second.
yeah. Yeah.
Alright, I got my ears back.
Where'd they go?
Off my head, because I had to go get the manga.
Oh no, Mike Tyson got him.
Mike Tyson got him. So that whole entrance scene of the T-Rex kaiju in the anime is all filler, because the very first panel of the manga is him up in the city.
Oh, so they added that thing with Mina?
With Mina, yeah, because the very next page we have Kafka looking at Mina through the binoculars.
What a fucking... I mean, I'm not gonna lie, when I first started, like, the first episode of Kaiju, I saw that happen, I was like, what a fucking, like... That is the perfect way to start up a show to be if people don't like it. You have her drop out of the sky with a giant gun to blow up a kaiju in, like, millions of pieces.
The only time we see Mina in the first chapter is through the binoculars and then the parade.
Yeah, they did that so right for the anime. That was, like, the perfect way to start off.
And then we see her taking out the spider one. And that's when we actually get her introduction.
That's insane. I feel like the anime did that better.
And
Just
yeah,
based off of that.
the first chapter literally ends with the... So, the first chapter leaks into the second episode a little bit because it ends with the grandpa calling the defense force. In the hospital.
Okay, so it lines up perfectly.
Just about, because you get the...
Besides that added
get
scene
the
with Mina.
Yeah, you get the reveal of him as a kaiju.
Which is
and
hilarious.
Ichikawa going, what? And that's how it ends. And then the next episode is when you get the... Ichikawa, it's me, I'm telling you. And then the old man calling the defense force. You get that at the beginning of the second episode.
I can't lie, the first time I remember going into Kaiju going, I did not think it was going to be this funny. At all. Like, I did not think, I figured, like, most shows that I watch have, like, funny moments.
Yeah.
Like, I did not think Kaiju was going to be this funny.
So the first volume ends with Kafka revealing himself to Kikuru. That's literally the very final panel of the first volume. So number 9 shows up in chapter 5, I think it is. Chapter 7.
I really gotta update my list now that I'm thinking about it. I gotta add Windbreaker and Kaiju to
I
mine.
think. Hold on, no, because he shows up before that, I think.
Who? 9?
Hold on.
Wait, no. The first appearance of 9? No.
That was at the training grounds.
That was at the training grounds when 9 first shows up.
Yeah. Which is episode
Oh,
2?
That's the end of the training episode.
Yeah, it should be the end of
It's like episode
2.
4. Like 3 or 4.
No, it shouldn't be. Hold on. Let me
Yeah, it's like
confirm
3 or
here.
4.
Let me pull up Crunchy right now.
Yeah, because that's when his identity gets revealed to.
Oh yeah, so that's 3.
Yeah. But regardless.
So 2 ends with them pulling up to the exam.
Yeah. And then she picks up the car. Or he picks up the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she picks it up first.
Yeah.
And 3 is the training. And then it ends with the cliffhanger of Kafka transforming, and that's what brings us into episode 4, Fortitude 9.8.
Yeah.
How about Kafka versus Hoshina?
That was insane. I was so happy we finally got to see him fight. I mean, he was already became my favorite character just because when they, they're doing the test for the training grounds and stuff, and he's just laughing at Kafka the whole time. I'm dying because I'm just picturing Jocko.
Also, I believe Kafka is the oldest shonen protagonist.
Yeah, he is 100%.
Because he's 32.
Yes, he is 32. Makes that well known.
I think it's shonen.
Is that old dude?
Because Mina's 31, I believe. 31, 32. Ichikawa's 18. Kikuru's 18. Hoshina is, I believe, in his mid-20s.
Yeah. But yeah,
yeah,
Kaiju's insane.
I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, when it comes to shonen series, well,
100%.
Tokyo Revengers, but he goes back to his 16-year-old self from the majority of the series.
Yeah, so I really don't.
But he's he's 28?
Yeah, I think so.
Or is he 26?
I have such a.
He goes back 10 years or something.
I have such a love-hate relationship with Tokyo Revengers. No.
I mean, you could say Meliodas, but Lucy's the MC.
No. I mean, technically.
But technically,
guess.
Lucy is several thousand years old as well. Because she keeps getting reincarnated.
Yeah.
Well, actually, Fairy Tail.
Ooh.
Did you get to the time travel arc? After the Grand Magic Games?
Are you talking about reading?
It's all animated.
Oh, fuck, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, the dragons... Well, they skipped time, so I don't know if you can count that.
I didn't even think about that, I'll be real with you. So I watched all of Fairy Tail. I thought you meant extra stuff in the manga. I'm
no.
So I've only watched, never read, so.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of... Because Jinwoo's in his 20s.
Yep. Deku's 13.
He's actually in the most recent manga chapters. I believe he's 17 or 18.
Damn, they jumped that much time. There's no way.
He was going on 16. He was going on 16 at the beginning of the series. And they did a whole year of school, and then the graduation got delayed.
True.
So he's 17 going on 18.
Yeah, I guess so.
Funny thing is, Rintaro Okabe is only 18 in Steins Gate.
Oh, but yeah, I mean, Kafka's the oldest.
Yeah, it's what it's looking like, because Ichigo's 18 in Thousand Year Blood War.
That's dope, though.
Light only gets to, 20-something?
Yeah.
Unless you're still counting Goku, because he's 43.
Oh, then you have to count Goku. I mean, he's the main character.
Is he really the main character of Super, though?
Yeah.
the way Super goes, it feels more like, oh, sometimes it's Gohan, sometimes it's Goku, sometimes it's Goten and Trunks. Like the Saiyans are the main characters. The Saiyans are the main characters.
We can just balance it out to the Z fighters.
I was just gonna say the Saiyans because when was the last time you heard Krillin doing anything?
He threw a shoe at a blind fox in the Tournament of Power.
Oh, what about Tien?
He lasted longer in the Tournament of Power.
Chaozu?
What was the mascot?
The samurai dude?
Yajirobe.
Yajirobe, that's his name.
That's a goat. We can't talk shit on Yajirobe.
Yamcha.
Alright, we don't count Yamcha. Yamcha doesn't even count Yamcha.
Yeah. And the main character of Final Fantasy Lost Strangers 28, I believe.
That guy's on Dragon Ball.
I don't know why I'm looking at this shelf. This shelf has like all seinen.
But yeah, I mean, Kaka's the oldest shonen MC, I guess, if you want to go off that.
He's the oldest.
If you don't want to count Goku, then yeah.
He's the oldest singular MC.
Alright, that's fair. That's fair.
So what made you put this here, Sage, as we get off of our rant of kaiju?
I'm going to pretty much say what I said with Windbreaker series. And this one has blown me more out the water than Windbreaker, but still.
You're welcome.
Kaiju is holy shit every episode. Like, you know where JJK is on this list. I feel like this show's going to be competing with JJK. Now, I don't know anything about the manga of JJK. I know that shit's wild, too.
Well...
But I can see myself in the future battling for... Which,
in terms of this and JJK, I would say JJK has more, like, shocking moments. Like, oh my god, what the fuck? To where Kaiju number 8 is more like, okay, yeah, let's go. It's more hype. And it's not gonna... I don't... Unless this is the final arc that we're in the manga currently for Kaiju number 8, it's not gonna be like a JJK competitor because JJK is getting close to ending.
I meant like where the placement is for JJK at the moment.
Oh. I thought you meant like in general.
Oh, I just meant like that spot.
That's a lot. That's saying a lot.
Well, I'm having that much faith in this.
But I don't doubt it.
Anime at the moment.
I want to put it higher on my list now with the anime.
The anime at the moment is just blowing me out the fucking water. Like, I can't wait to go watch Solo Leveling. Because of how much Taco and everybody's been talking about it.
You'll understand.
Like, this one is still 17 on my list.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna go up. It's gonna go up.
Yeah, I need to redo this whole list. And you have JJK higher than I do.
Yeah, I like JJK.
My top 6, it's like very hard to get into my top 6.
That's fair.
I mean, it's One Piece, Berserk, Bleach, Vagabond, Solo Leveling, Vinland.
That's fair.
Like, that's not changing like anytime soon.
For you, that's concreted in.
That's pretty much... The top 3 is 100% concreted.
Yeah.
And then for 4, 5, and 6, it's like, yeah, that concrete's drying.
Yeah, well, I definitely see. I'm having high hopes for Kaiju. I have very high hopes for Kaiju.
Within reason, because what you're hoping for, we've more than likely already seen in the manga.
Which is fair.
Moving
Which
into...
I did see that season 2 is already in the works.
Yeah.
So.
There's no way they weren't gonna do it. Like like, do you know when Kaiju number 8 was supposed to originally release?
Yeah, I heard it was delayed.
Spring of last year. This thing got delayed a year.
We made that joke the other day.
What?
We made the joke about the three of us were talking about it, about Kaiju. I was like, did you guys know it was originally like delayed? They were like, really? I was like, yeah. I was like, and Cope made the joke, it was due to the animation of the intro. I mean, because if any show looked like that animated as that intro is for Kaiju, holy hell.
And I remember they released the intro like a week before the series actually started.
Yeah, if
And then
like,
proceeded
could you
not to have it in
imagine?
episode 1.
Yeah.
And then I think Youngblood actually officially released the song the day the series started.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when I tell you, like, that
Could you
song got
imagine?
streamed so much so quickly.
It's one of my favorite intros.
Like, it's been 10 weeks since the song came out.
Say it is one of my favorites. It's like it's top 10 for me.
Oh yeah, it's definitely up there.
I definitely want more big artists doing this.
So,
I'm so glad he did it. It would be cool if he does all of them.
dude, it's his number one. It's his number one most popular right now.
It'd be so cool if he does all the intros for Kaiju.
And it's
All the
sitting at
openings.
16 million streams,
Yeah.
which is single before that Happier. I'm trying to see the stream count. It's not telling me it. It's not telling me how many it had. It will if I go on the desktop browser. Let me see if I can boot that up real quick without causing any problems. Alright, we go down, show all. So his one that came out, and this came out in 2023, Happier, featuring Oli Skies of Bring Me the Horizon, only has 18 million plays. And it's been out for like half a year longer.
Yeah. I part of me wants Youngblood to do every single opening for Kaiju.
Dude, once I saw that, then I saw One Republic on the ending.
Yeah, like they got major
I was like,
people for it.
holy crap! This is something you don't normally see. Western artists doing anime openings.
They need more of it.
Yeah, without a doubt. I want someone from Nerdcore to get picked up. Like Divide would be perfect for an anime opening. Divide Music would do so good for an anime opening. But I think that's enough kaiju. We did that for like 20 minutes. Going into his number 9, it is both OG Trigun and Trigun Stampede. There's a lot going around with Trigun Stampede. It is renewed for a second season. But they did 3D modeling right. Studio Orange killed it with that. And I kind of like the way they're doing the story in Stampede.
See, Trigun, I like the originals. I like the original anime.
Mm-hmm.
But Stampede is just they're doing, like, what is it, the retelling or whatever?
Yeah, they did the backstory that you get a little bit of, like the destruction of July and all that, is what they started with.
And they're doing it right. They're doing everything right with the reboot.
Yeah,
Not really
I'm
reboot,
waiting.
but-
So in September is when the deluxe editions of Trigun start coming out, and I'm gonna get them and I'm gonna read that as soon as they come in. I'm reading them, and I'm gonna see which one was more accurate to the source material. But I still like what they're doing with Stampede. Now adding Wolford in during the during the time frame before the events of the original story, and having what happened to him happen, I'm still iffy on that, but we'll see what they go with. We'll see what they do with it.
Overall, I'm just happy with what they've done.
And like I said, the 3D,
It looks so good.
It was so
Like when
it was so fluent, so beautiful. Like, oh my god.
Like the first time he uses his gun, when they go all in on him, pulling it from the holster, putting it around into shooting it.
When he had to get the round thrown to him.
Yep.
That was... It was so visually pleasing.
Yes. So, and the intro is also very solid for Stampede.
Oh, dude. Dude, I haven't listened to that song in a minute, but that was made specifically for Trigun Stampede.
So, and it fits perfectly for it.
Kobane, I believe is what it's called.
I cannot remember.
I think it's called Kobane.
But everything with Stampede is just perfect. I like what they've done with it.
Yeah, it's so good. Anime OSTs. Have to get through all the Bleach stuff. Find it. I found out about this search feature. For some reason, I cannot find it. What the hell? Oh, because it's Tombi. I was spelling it wrong. It's Tombi. Any thoughts, Taco?
No, he kind of hit it spot on. Like, there was nothing wrong with Stampede.
No. I
It
think
is incredible.
the thing that people are talking bad about it is how it deviates from the original story.
No, I don't even care. It was perfect.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Their opinions are invalid.
Next up, we have Dragon Ball. And this is the one I was referring to earlier when you're going to notice it's going to just start dropping and dropping on the list.
For all we know, Dima or Daima, it could shoot right back up. For all we know. All
But
we know.
with what's coming for like the series you have above it, it's like there's two of them that it's like there's two of them that are above this that's like okay, they're over, they're done for, there's nothing else more coming for them. That kind of thing. So yeah, easily. But then you have 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 4 of them above it as well. That's like, ooh, there's a lot of stuff coming up for those series. Like
Yeah.
I'll say this for one of them, Twilight's Childhood.
That's fair.
JJK, I don't need to comment on.
No, I've been slightly spoiled. I don't know if I was spoiled. I'm just gonna go with a grain of salt and say that I wasn't, so that way I don't physically remember it for JJK.
Yeah, that's going nutty. And the fact that we had like a 9-page chapter and 2 of the pages was the cover page. And then Gege takes a break.
Yeah. I just can't wait.
Dude, the last scene of that chapter like killed me. I think I only sent it to Tony. Yeah, I only sent it to Tony. Oh no, I sent it to you as well, Taco.
I refrained from looking at it.
Yeah, it's getting crazy.
I refrained.
I can understand why this is here for you. You don't have that wide of a portfolio. And I mean, it is an OG anime.
So I will say, and I even tell Taco this, as much as he says, you know, your opinion is your opinion. I feel like he really thinks my opinion's wrong. I really like the OG Dragon Ball better than Super and Z.
The OG is the best.
In my opinion, I like the OG Dragon Ball better than Z and Super.
I agree with you. I love the OG Dragon Ball. The Budokai Tenshis were great.
Sure.
I'm happy that we got one in Z, but they didn't get to finish it.
No, Z's better.
Give us more Tournaments of Power, and I'll like Super more.
Yeah, I mean that'd be sick. But Dragon Ball Z, way better. Sorry.
I like the fighting tournaments. I like seeing everyone go up against each other on one-on-one matchups like that.
Yeah, I mean that's all cool and all, but I'm just gonna run you down the Dragon Ball Z real quick. No, you get the Saiyan arc, then you get Frieza, then you get Cell, and then you get Boo. Enough said.
I will say though,
Enough said.
Boo and Frieza are definitely the top two villains in Z, other than Goku.
Oh yeah, Goku's easily he's the antagonist. We all know this. He got bored and pitted 12 universes to death against each other because he wanted to fight people.
I mean, Z Broly is pretty good too as a villain.
And Super Broly's better.
Villain-wise?
No, Super Broly's better.
Villain-wise,
yeah.
Z Broly is way better.
Overall, Super Broly's way better.
Z Fighter Broly?
Alright.
So Super, of course, is going to be better because you didn't get a Z Fighter version in Z. You didn't get a tamed Broly in Z.
Yeah, we needed that. We needed that.
But yeah, I stay up to date with everything that releases for Dragon Ball. It's more like a comfort series that I just throw on if I'm doing something. It's not something I'm on the edge of my seat for. And
until it's new.
Well, when Super was airing, I wasn't on the edge of my seat for it. I mean, a couple episodes in Tournament of Power maybe. But that was like the Ultra Instinct episodes.
You can't tell me you were not hyped for the first fight between Goku and Hit.
Between Goku and who?
Hit.
I kind of predicted how that fight was going to go.
So you weren't happy at all to see Blue and Kaioken mixed together? That shit was hype like, as fuck.
As soon as Hit used his time ability, I was like, yeah, Goku's gonna pull something out of his ass and do some sort of like combination with his powers or something. And what happened? That's what he does.
Dude, seeing Kaioken times 10 mixed with Super Saiyan Blue was fucking nuts.
If I can sit there and easily predict how a fight is gonna go, like, not outcome is a different story. Like, okay, yeah, that person's gonna win over that person because plot. But like, what a character is going to use. Like, when I was watching Tournament of Power, until you started seeing the aura of Ultra Instinct, I had no clue Goku was going to activate Ultra Instinct like that.
That means every One Piece fight is the most repetitive fucking thing in the world. Because I know Gum whatever's coming.
Yeah, but that with the One Piece ones, especially now with Gear 5th, it's so random. You know something Gum something is coming, but what is that something?
It don't matter. We're using the same 65 moves from each goddamn fight.
Well, that's because Oda forgets a lot of the moves he makes up. He had to go back on the wiki.
Shit. If you can predict it, what's the difference? It's the same thing.
But that's the difference. Like with the One Piece fights, it's like certain moments of a One Piece fight will get you hyped. Like when Gear 5th was activated and Luffy was jump roping with Kaido.
Yeah, it was funny.
It's funny. It's a funny hype. But the fights aren't the reason I watch One Piece.
No, but like you're saying, like comparing, like
Dragon Ball, you're watching for the fights.
Completely, and all the fights are usually fantastic.
One Piece, you're normally watching for the story, and I cannot predict for the life of me what the hell is going to happen in the story.
No, story-wise,
that's
one of the best.
If I can predict what's going to happen that deals with the main aspect of the series.
I don't know. I'm pretty good at it. I don't know. I've gotten pretty good at it for no reason.
Yeah, but if you got caught up to the most recent chapter like me and Tony are, you'll notice it's a lot harder to predict how the series goes.
I don't know. For some reason, I got pretty good at predicting shit. I don't know why. For One Piece, I got solid at like predicting shit happening.
But yeah, if you can predict the main aspect of the series,
I
that's
can.
where it starts.
Once you don't get the One Piece,
I mean,
which is Shanks' hat, but that's besides the point.
I mean, the One Piece itself, like the treasure itself, like isn't even the main focal point of the story at this point. It's like the story itself. It's the lore.
What's the point of it then?
Because the lore is so good and enticing that it's insane. But yeah, the main aspect of Dragon Ball is the fights. And if I can sit there and predict how the fight is exactly going to go. Now, there is one fight in the manga that did surprise me, and that was Gohan and Broly. I thought Broly was going to go crazy and put Beast Gohan in the dirt, but that didn't happen.
Yeah, Gohan's kind of a god now.
So when that happened, yeah, I was kind of on the edge of my seat reading that chapter.
Yeah, Gohan's kind of a god now. And in the world of Dragon Ball, he has the newest form, so he's the strongest person out there.
Newest form equals strongest person.
Yep, that's the way it works. Unless you're Krillin, then you just grow hair.
Remember, he shaved it.
Yeah, you're right. Good old cue ball.
So what's
Freckled cue ball.
So did you say why this was here yet, Sage? I can't remember. We got into a rant about this.
Honestly, it's here because, in my opinion, the 3 series that are right there, they're very, very solid. Yes, there are bits and pieces people will say, but the OG, it's very, very nice just to see Goku's come up. Z, you see him gain a lot of strength, and Super, you kind of see him gain even more strength, but see where he's came along for the ride.
I think Z is where it starts to deviate from Goku being the sole main character to where it's like it's Gohan and Goku's story.
Diversity out there, yeah.
And then in Super, it's like, okay, it's Gohan, Goku, Vegeta, Goten, and Trunks. And that's why it's like the Saiyans are the main characters.
It's like, why the fuck is Boo there? I understand why Boo's there, but why the fuck is Boo here?
Hey, that's Satan's best friend, okay?
I want more.
Let's be real, that's Satan's actual master. I would say Satan's pet, but no, let's be real.
That's the dog. What are you talking about?
that ain't no damn dog. That's the dog. That's just a dog walking.
The dog that died?
Oh.
The dog that died in Z?
I figured out the reason why Boo's the way Boo is.
I would have to say my favorite character in Dragon Ball would probably be... I don't even fucking know. I'd probably have to say...
It's you as a Puar person.
Huh?
You're a Puar person.
No, I'd have to probably say Master Roshi.
Roshi is a goat. Roshi's a goat.
Moving into number 7, we have Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. One of the few perfect stories from beginning to end. What made you put it here?
It's a perfect story from beginning to end. The animation, great. Story, great. And there's parts that will tear at your heart. There's parts that will make you absolutely enraged.
Now, let me see if I can guess your favorite character. Roy
Alright,
Sang.
Close. It's actually Armstrong.
It's Armstrong. Okay.
Yeah.
Armstrong. That's a solid choice.
In my mind, from the English dub, it's All Might.
Well, I mean, there ain't much difference in their characters.
It's shirtless All Might.
And bald. Tacos is definitely a Mustang, though.
Oh yeah.
It's a terrible day for rain.
Mine's between Hawkeye and Wenry.
Mihawk?
No, Rize. Rize Hawkeye.
Okay, Mihawk.
I was expecting you to say, what is this, Tokyo Ghoul now?
Yeah,
Rize.
no, I heard, my first thought was Mihawk. I'm gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
You don't like say around
it's between
parts.
her and Wenry. But you
That's
figure,
fair.
Ed couldn't do the things he does without Wenry.
That is fair. He does need his mechanic.
And Mustang can't do the stuff he does without Hawkeye.
These are facts.
You can tell I'm a support-based person.
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts?
See, there's
Taco?
also a lot of good characters in Full Metal.
There very much is. Ling is great. Greed is great. Envy and Lust got what came to them. Scar is a great antagonist.
It's all good. There's nothing bad with that show. Like, I was watching it, I was like, there's gonna be like a random slow bit that all animes really have. There was no slow bit.
No, because they had the advantage. The series was done when they did it.
And it just blew, like, it was just good. Like, I don't really see Full Metal moving from the spot. It might just be staying at 7 because it's such a great spot for it.
I think I dropped
For a
it.
series that's done.
I think it's in
I mean,
the
it could
20s
move.
for me.
So it can move, but I feel like at the moment it's staying where it is. It's such a solid, fully finished series.
Yeah, and like I said, it's one of the few that are like that. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
24 for me. Maze Hughes is the best parent in all of anime, no question about it.
Not here.
I don't know what you're talking about. I thought Wrath was the best parent.
Oh my god.
Or she brought up Hughes.
Hughes is the best parent in all of anime. There's no question about it.
Mr. and Mrs. Forger would like to have a conversation.
See, but they're lying to each other and their child.
Anya knows this.
Anya knows, but they're still lying to her.
Oh my god. Mama's gonna kill Dad.
Code White was such a good movie. Code
I still
White
have to
was
see it.
great. Going into number 6, we have Spy Family.
That was extremely ironic.
And I know. And I'm confused on how this got so high for you, Sage. How about a
I'm
little
sorry.
explanation? Because I don't even think this is in my top 50.
You know why? Why this is so high?
Why?
I envision Anya being what my future daughter would be.
Oh,
Asking for a
God.
pistol answer. So that's what I envision. just my little, typical girl. I want a Barbie. I want this. My daughter. I want a goddamn Glock 19 with a suppressor, extendo mag. With the switch.
Yeah, Spy Family didn't even make my top 50.
Sir, only if they're on sale.
So, I mean, it's not a bad series. It's a good slice of life mystery.
I still need to actually like fully watch it.
Oh God, I need to read
But-
volume 11 and then get caught up on the chapters on Viz. Because I
But-
think I have like 30 chapters to read.
From what I've watched, I
Well, Trojan X just dropped the chapter. Holy shit. I'm gonna have to read that. So It's on chapter 99, and volume 11 goes through chapter 71. So I have like a good 30 chapters to read. And then I'm caught up on Spy Family.
Sure.
It's like, it's not bad. You don't get many of these slice of life mystery action comedies, so
This one is good.
when the first season dropped, there was so much hype around it, and then I read it and watched it, and I was like, okay, it's not bad, but it didn't deserve AOT type hype.
The first time I ever heard of Spy X was from a zombie YouTuber I used to watch, Crazy Rabbit. He was talking about
Oh
it.
my
I'm like,
god, the Crazy Rabbit! I haven't heard that name in a while.
he was like talking about how he was watching it and this and that. I'm like, oh, that sounds interesting. And then I forgot about it, and then Taco started watching it. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember hearing about this show.
What are your thoughts, Taco?
Being sold, the traffickers!
Also, I wanted to mention this 4 spots ago, but this came in. Kaiju number 8 G Fuel box came in.
Nice.
I have not tried it yet. The tub is still sealed.
Spits it out. Tastes like kaiju.
It's Kiwi Berry Blitz.
It actually sounds kind of good. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It does sound really good. I also got several other anime ones in. They did a redesign on PewDiePie's with him as an anime character. And then I also got the Ginyu Force one in, which I accidentally bought 2 tubs.
2 tubs.
So Killer Cope is actually going to be getting the extra tub as his late birthday gift.
Fuck 2 chains. We got 2 tubs.
Hey, I still got your tub sitting right here, Taco.
It's the quenchiest.
Cactus Juice, the Genshin Impact one.
It's the quenchiest.
I should make my own label and do a Sokka label before I give it to you.
Quenchy.
And,
But yeah, no.
I'm drinking
Spy Family's
immunofluid.
So, I found Spy Family by dumb luck. Like, I was so bored one day. Like, I didn't know what to watch, what to do. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go find this random thing. Like, the first thing popped up, it happened to be. I was just like, oh, okay, it's about like a spy. And like, I guess he has a family. That's cool. I started watching, I was like, oh my god, this show's great. This show's
As I'm talking about G Fuel, perfect segue into grabbing yourself some Rogue Energy with the code TheMadness5. Get yourself 5% off. They got hydration, they got energy, they got some good flavors too. My personal favorite is the strawberry bubblegum. Sucker for strawberries, but yeah. You can either use the link in the About page on Twitch, or if you're watching this on YouTube, use the link right down in the description below. Speaking of which, immunofluid, I don't know if I ever had you guys try this one. It is grape, banana, apple.
No, I definitely haven't had that one.
Dude, it's good. Oh, I also got this shaker in that Sage would like. It's the 24-ounce Naruto one.
Ooh.
Sitting right next to my 16-ounce Naruto one. You ready to move into the top 5?
Let's get it rolling.
We're getting there. Number 5, we have Attack on Titan. Taco, I want to hear your thoughts on this placement.
1 should be higher. I understand. It should be number 1. Can't spell goat without AOT. Yeah. It's perfect. The only thing that was fucking wrong was the ending in the manga, which they fixed. So there is literally no flaws. There's none. There's nothing. One of the best, if not the best, first episode to an anime of all time.
I will agree with the first episode.
It is one of the best first episodes ever.
Kaiju number 8 gives it a run for its money.
Not even the same stratosphere, but it's good.
With the cliffhanger ending of Kaiju number 8 and the badassery of Mina.
I watched the Colossal Titan kick in a wall, and you watch the main character's mom get ripped in half and eaten by a Titan.
Did you watch Ishura yet?
No, I still have to.
Yeah.
But
because that first episode is on par with AOT's.
That I've heard. But no, AOT through and through is.
What about Bleach's first episode?
No.
You literally watch Ichigo stab himself.
Bleach, first episode of Bleach is good. I don't put it anywhere near Attack on Titan level.
I think there's also a difference because you look at a lot of older series, a lot of their first episodes are a lot slower.
I could say this.
You look at newer series and it's like right off the bat punches you in the face.
I think AOT really started that trend.
It could have, because this was 2013.
Like any of the shows I watched previous before I watched it, no show ever in my life started with that big of a holy shit moment, like what just happened. Mm-hmm. None of them.
I would say there definitely are
immediate
couple series in the action area that don't start like that past AOT. Like you look at My Hero, you have the giant.
It's a good start.
You have the giant that Mount Lady takes down, and then you have the robber that tries to eat Bakugo.
Yeah, I mean, cool start. Good. I mean, honestly, good start.
But then you look at JJK. You get
good start.
You get Sukuna versus Gojo in the first episode.
Well, it's more Gojo toying with
a weakened Sukuna, but still.
Spirit gods.
You look at. I just had this Demon Slayer.
Okay, that one was shocking, but I saw two. If I didn't see any of the jokes before I watched it, I probably would have been more surprised. Like if I didn't go see anything before. Hey, don't get too comfortable with that, family, and then go watch the first episode right after.
I watched the first season.
Holy shit!
I watched the first season when the dub started airing.
I didn't watch it until it hit Netflix for the first time.
I watched it weekly on Crunchyroll when the dub was airing.
Okay.
So that took me by surprise. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, they're gone. What the hell? And then when Nezuko was still alive, I was like, oh, Nezuko's still alive. And then Demon, I was like, no, why?
Yeah, I'll never forget seeing all this stuff. Hey, don't get too close to the family. I'm like, oh, I wonder why they said that. And he's fucking all go, oh, that's why. Okay.
Fire Force had the Infernal fight at the start.
That was a good one.
Full Metal had the Isaac McDougall fight, and that came before.
Honestly, the closest thing I could see rivaling, at least for me, off first episodes with the amount of shit that happens, Tokyo Ghoul.
Okay, Tokyo Ghoul is another good one, and that came after AOT as well.
Yeah, Tokyo Ghoul for me will kind of get close to there.
One that came before and technically after, because they changed the manga and anime slightly, Vinland Saga. So the chapters came out back in 2005. The anime wasn't until 2019. And it was the first episode starts on chapter 4, and then it wraps back to chapter 1. But you had the Berserker mode on the boat against Thor's versus everybody. Then, of course, the death of Thor's.
That was fucking 5 episodes in, though.
Yeah, because they did the whole backstory, but it all started with that first episode.
I mean, it was cool. I mean,
One that's not
Yeah.
as brutal, but still good. Dr. Stones.
Doctor Stone's a very good first episode. I can't agree with that.
Promise Neverland.
Both Naruto series start off very strong.
Shippuden.
Naruto-
Shippuden starts off kind of slow.
It starts off strong with Naruto coming back, but other than that,
That's like it. But it's like you knew that was gonna happen.
that's true. And at the end, it does show Data and Sasori going after Gaara.
Yeah, it's more the second episode of Shippuden.
But you do get to see Sasuke again, which is kind of hype.
Yeah,
Because you don't see him
you get
again.
that foreshadowing.
Yeah, you get a little sneak peek ahead.
Yeah, I would say that's probably
Yeah.
the best part of that first episode.
No, I mean seeing Naruto kind of grown up and come back to the village was cool. But
One that you won't agree with, but I will because this shocked the hell out of me, and I was like, "Oh, what the fuck is going on?" Rising of Shield Hero.
yeah, no.
I know it's a hard watch for the first half of the first season,
That's a hard thing to get me through. Plenty.
but
If it's that,
the payoff is worth it.
I can't. If the payoff takes that long,
I'm on season 3 in the light novel right now, like season 3 material.
you can ask.
No, I'm on season 2
Sage.
material.
Say you can ask Sage. I gave One Piece the benefit of the doubt. That was the one of the few shows I gave the benefit because how slow it starts.
Well, yeah,
That was
figure it's an
one
older
show I
one.
gave it the benefit. But Shield Hero, no.
It's honestly worth it because once you see Naofumi pick up the Wraith Shield and the Shield of Rage, oh my god!
Like typically, I'll give an anime the three episode watch. As I'm sure most people do that because it's a usual thing.
It's a
Shield
unless
Hero's
it's a very
first
long
episode.
series.
Yeah, not
It's-
even that. Like,
Shield Hero's 3 seasons now. It has like 30, 40 episodes.
but like Shield Hero was what first episode was like over an hour, right?
No, 46 minutes.
Okay, so it was like a double episode.
Yeah.
So regardless, I was like, okay, this is a longer episode. I'm like, I'm just gonna watch the whole way through. I'm just gonna force my opinions off this. If I nearly watched almost an hour worth of the show in one episode, and I don't like it, I'm definitely not coming back.
And that's the problem with Shield Hero. The first episode, because you get all the accusations by Malty and all that, and it does make it an extremely hard watch. And yeah, the interactions with the other three heroes are very rough.
It's rough. It's a rough watch.
But the payoff when the queen comes back, because it's a queen-led country, not a king-led country. When the queen comes back, the payoff that comes afterwards is great. Then the second season kind of falls off. The Spirit Tortoise in the alternate world, which is where I'm at in the light novel right now, does make it a little hard to watch again. But then the third season just ramps it back up and makes it awesome again.
Like if it's that inconsistent, that's so hard. For me to get back into it.
The problem is the second season. The author himself even said like, yeah, this was a mistake on his part. But everything like the Shield Hero is considered a demon in that country because they follow the Church of the Three Heroes, which is the sword, the spear, and the bow. And they consider the shield a demon because the shield protects and helps demi-humans, and demi-humans are nothing more than slaves in the country of Melomark. And one of their biggest adversaries is a demi-human nation that follows the Church of the Shield, and they're like constantly at war, those two nations. There's a whole reason behind all of it.
It is just such a rough watch.
The second season happens in a completely different world. It's an isekai inside of an isekai. And that's the problem with it. The only reason you have to watch it is to find out the relation, like what's going on with the waves and the shields that Naofumi gets from it. That's literally all you need from the second season. The rest of the story in the second season doesn't pertain to the main world that he was isekai'd into.
But
I can't really think of any other one. Like, I guess Hellsing would be another one that could fall into that. Same with Blade of the Immortal.
Eminence in Shadow.
I would say that was episode 5 that really kicked off.
Episode 1 for me, I was hooked.
I mean, I enjoyed it. I was watching it, and then when that first atomic happened, I was like, oh, I'm in for the long haul now.
I'll say I was definitely hooked before that. I was all the way in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, AOT, too goated, in all honesty. Ooh, goated.
Of course, AOT taking up in 20 minutes again.
I mean, like, how can it not? Like, it's one of those shows. It's just like, there's no slow moment. The slowest moment you get is in what, season 2?
Season 2.
Or season 4?
Season 2 is the slowest.
Beginning of season 4?
First part of season 4, which it still should have been season 4, season 5, and then the final chapter.
I agree. That's probably the worst thing that happened was.
Yeah, well, that's when Mappa took over.
But granted,
Mappa took over from Blit in season 4.
Everything they did was incredible, though.
But yeah, season 2 was definitely the slowest season. Season 4, part 1, felt out of place because it starts and then it's like, wait, am I watching the same series?
I thought the same thing. I was like,
it's the same. It's the same thing in the manga. Like when I first opened that volume that started the Marley arc, I was like, wait, did they cover this wrong?
Yeah, I was like, this is AOT. Like, who the hell are these people?
Like, and that is definitely an impurity with the show. Like, they could have melded the Marley arc into that way better.
Oh, 100%.
Like, they could have started with Eren and the rest of them, like how they go to Marley in part 2. Because either way, part 1 is still the 4 years later.
Yeah.
So they could have started with them traveling over to Marley, like all that stuff with the people coming and them traveling to Marley. And then you have the Marley arc with the war that they're currently fighting that we got right away. If they did it that way, it would have flowed so much smoother.
I don't know, but I will never forget the reveal of Eren being there.
Yeah, and the way Isayama could have done it as well is they could have still had like Eren disappear, and then we don't know what's going on with Eren while we're doing the original part 1.
Yeah.
And then we go into the part 2 with Eren undercover at the clinic.
That was insane.
Like,
I will never forget watching him.
You see how much smoother that would flow, and not leave people confused.
Yeah, so the way they just started off was kind of just like a what the hell kind of thing, but I mean, it all tied in.
It eventually did, but like at the moment of like first time viewers and stuff, it's gonna catch them off guard. Like, what the fuck is going on?
100%.
So the way I described it, it's a more flowing, and it keeps the person like, okay, so there is a country on the other side. Okay, this country's in war with another country right now. Okay, and not just like, what the fuck's going on? Who? Because it's not until Reiner and Zeke jump out of the plane that you realize, oh wait, this is AOD.
Yeah. Yeah, it's when you get introduced to Falco and
Gabi, all the kids that die.
I can't see Gabi.
See, and that's the hypocritical thing, because it's literally Marley's Eren.
It's not that. It was just how, I mean...
Like, saying you can't stand Gabi is...
Mainly because of Sasha. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, but look what Eren did. Eren killed her friends.
He gave them a 3-year warning.
He still killed her friends right in front of her.
That was a 3-year warning.
say somebody came up and killed either Sage, me, or Cope in front of you, you wouldn't go kill one of their friends? Or try to kill them yourself?
If we were given a 3-year warning, we fucked.
No, I'm just saying, if it happened like that.
Even regardless, he gave them a 3-year
I'm not talking about the
warning.
warning, I'm just talking about the killing. I'm talking about the death part. I'm not even bringing in the warning stuff. It's just if the death part happened. And if you look at when she got onto the plane, she got on the plane with full intention of shooting Aaron.
I'm aware.
And she was surrounded, and she's like, whoa, shit. And because you saw, she hesitated before she shot. Because she took it like, oh, fuck. Because she was completely surrounded, so she just took a shot randomly.
Poor fucking Sasha.
It's not her fault Sasha died. Take that up with Isayama.
Poor fucking Sasha. She did it, goddammit.
Take that up with Isayama. She shot randomly into the crowd, and Isayama was like, yeah, Sasha's the one she shot.
She got hit with a tank rifle.
Isayama could have had any of them get shot. But he made it be Sasha.
That fucking killed me.
So any complaints, take it up with Isayama.
But no, Gabi gets no defense.
I mean, I
Aaron
don't
gave them a 3-year warning of not to fuck with anyone.
I don't like Gabi's character myself, but she's not. I don't put her down like you do because I understand that she is Marley's Aaron.
I am just more mad that she killed Sasha. That is my main beef. And I think she should have died during the rumbling thing towards the end.
I knew she wasn't gonna die.
I feel like she should have.
I knew Falco. I knew Falco was gonna survive.
Oh no, him surviving's fine.
Yeah, I knew he was gonna survive, and when I like kind of put 2 and 2 together, like Falco's gonna survive, I was like, yeah, there's no way Isayama's gonna kill off Gabi because that's.
Are you sure about that?
That's a love thing right there.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
I don't know how many people has he killed.
Look who he didn't kill.
It's not gay level. It's not gay level, but you know.
He didn't kill Reiner, who should have died 3 times over.
800 times.
Annie.
That is Annie living so, but she was crystallized.
I don't mind her. I don't mind her living, but
her living's whatever. She was kind of crystallized. They didn't know how to break through it yet. She kind of gets a pass on that.
I understand that part.
Reiner got stabbed through the neck.
Yeah, that whole transferring my conscious was bullshit.
That was bullshit. Thank you. That was my only problem.
And honestly,
Reiner lived.
With Levi being my number 3 character in the series, him surviving the Thunder Spear was kind of BS.
Oh no, Levi got to survive that shit. He's leaving. We all know that. We all knew Levi was good.
It was still
Hanji was there too.
It was still kind of BS.
You don't think they were surviving that? Hanji and Levi were in the same place. You don't think he's surviving that?
No, it was just Zeke and Levi when the Thunder Spear went off because it was after Zeke did the Titan Juice. Hanji wasn't there. Hanji showed up after it happened.
Yeah, that's right. Regardless, Levi's too fucking smart to get killed like that.
The state he was in, he should have died. The state he was in, he should have died.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
Mm-hmm. That's why I also Ervin's my number 2 character. He should not have survived.
Fair.
He should not have survived long enough to get back inside the house and have the argument with the serum.
No, we needed that speech.
He didn't even. No. The speech came before that. I'm talking about when what's his face? Flock carried him all the way back inside the city. He should not have still been alive, and even Armin shouldn't have been still alive there.
They kind of weren't. Well,
no, they were breathing because you need to be alive to get the serum.
See, Armin was the most damn near dead.
Yeah, Armin was barely breathing, and Ervin was barely breathing. But they both should have been dead before that argument ever took place.
Also, that's still one of the best episodes in AOT.
The way they
Ultimately.
the way they foreshadow it at the end of the first part of season 3,
Oh my god.
that blew me through a ringer. I was like, wait, you're pulling that?
He.
I was like, they're really gonna kill one.
Yep. It was insane.
Mikasa also having like zero character other than Eren, kind of like.
If you give her a little bit of background, she's literally just as cool as Levi.
Yeah. She
Her fighting's incredible.
her fighting's incredible, but her whole character is Eren.
It sucks. It sucks. I can agree with that. I don't like Mikasa as a character either.
Like if
you give her a little bit of background,
if I had to
she's
pick,
female Levi.
If I had to pick someone from the 104 to be like the best, my favorite character in the 104 with the best character writing, it would be between Eren, Armin, and Reiner.
Well, we know Eren has the best writing, but that's such.
Yeah, he has better writing than Reiner and Armin without a doubt.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, 100%.
But I do like Armin and Reiner more.
Oh, I like Armin.
But
I can't.
I still say Armin should have died in season 3.
But I say this. But if Armin doesn't get revived, 100%, Erevin is behind Eren on the plan for the.
Oh, Erevin probably would agree to do the
100%.
rumbling. But
100%.
if both Erevin and Armin were to die, who would get the Colossal Titan? And would Eren give them that 4-year grace period?
Probably not.
I don't think there'd be a grace period. I think they would attack as soon as possible.
He's showing up at the front door. 100%.
But
he is knocking on the door.
Who's
100%.
getting the Colossal?
Honestly,
I personally think Jean.
That's who I was thinking. Either Jean or Connie.
Oh, I don't think... I wouldn't give it to Connie because other than Armin,
Or do you give it to Mikasa?
I wouldn't give it to Mikasa because that takes away from her ability.
Give her more depth. It would just give her more depth.
Maybe?
It would give her more depth.
But...
Because all that shit Armin did afterwards, having Fossil Tyson gave him a shitload of depth.
But you have to remember...
It would give Mikasa more depth.
You have the Bertolt stuff that comes into play because... All
steal your life.
All Titan shifters share memories with their previous users. It's just the Attack Titan can actually...
alter?
Bullshit with it. But they can view previous users. The Attack can view future users as well.
Yeah.
So I think Jean would be a better fit for it than Mikasa because it's gonna
Levi.
It's really gonna screw up Mikasa's character. No, Levi would disagree. Levi would not take it.
Yeah, probably not.
And I would believe Mikasa would decline it as well if it was for herself. Connie,
I don't know.
Connie is too much of a scaredy cat.
Connie is a bit of a scaredy.
So he wouldn't do it. I don't think Armin would have done it if he was. I don't think Armin would have done it if he was conscious, anyways. The only reason Armin made it was because he had no say.
No, he had no say.
But Jean, I feel like, would be the best.
Jean's perfect.
Fit. And then Jean and Annie relationship, I wouldn't be against.
I guess. I don't look that far into that shit, but I guess.
I always look at many possibilities of how a series can go. It helps me keep my brain moving, and it honestly, it kind of helps me appreciate the series more. Because it's like, okay, there's so many more routes the series could have gone.
Like I said, if Mikasa got it, so much more depth.
It would give her more.
Huge.
It would give her more depth, yes, but it would also take 100%. Away her main asset of her character, and that's her fighting.
I mean, true. Quite valid.
Because you see how Armin uses it. He does like he does one transformation and like he doesn't do anything else for the rest of the fight.
Yeah, he's a nuclear bomb.
Yeah, he does that one explosion, and
He's a
then
nuclear
he does
bomb.
nothing else. Like, he uses all of his stamina on that one transformation.
Parody was using nukes before everybody else. AOT.
Alright, we should move on to the next. We're coming up on
Yeah,
2
we should move
hours.
on.
Number 4, My Hero Academia.
Oh, goated.
I see this sitting
number
in
2?
this. I see this sitting in Sage's top 5 for a while.
I think it's gonna move up.
I don't think it's gonna pass what he has above it.
I think it's gonna move up.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna pass number 3 because of
I don't know
what's
what
coming
3
for number 3.
I believe that would be JJK.
You may or may not be correct.
I think I'm correct.
But
I can see it passing.
Sage. What's the reason
Oh.
for this being at 4? They're all gonna come out eventually, Taco.
I will say. It would be a lot low if it stayed on the same pace as it was with the start of the show. With, Deku being a little whiny bitch. But Deku's whole change, the whole switch up of the show has really progressed it, made it better in my opinion. I gotta keep telling Taco, like, oh, I could go back, rewatch the old, go back through my
I
head
can.
anytime.
Just
And I'm just like, I cannot bring myself to go back and watch Deku
if
again.
it's pre-overhaul, I can't do it. Like, I'll watch the All Might One for All fight, but that's the furthest back I will go.
Say, literally, if it's just Deku before, like, he's able to even, like, come close to controlling his quirk or, like, anything, I don't want to fucking see it.
Like, the Camino Ward raid into the internships and overhaul, I would go back and rewatch that because that was one of the best fights in the anime right now. Was Deku versus Overhaul.
The All Might
That fight's insane.
versus One for All fight is what originally blew me. Like, damn, this shit's great.
Yeah, I
And
would
then
say
we get to the Overhaul arc, and I'm like, holy fuck.
I would say right now I haven't watched today's episode yet. I have not watched the new episode yet. So as of last week's episode, I will say right here with 100% confidence, the best fight is Deku versus Overhaul. In the anime.
In the anime?
In the
Okay.
anime.
I was gonna say, in the anime?
That's why I said this week's
Yeah.
episode. I didn't say this week's chapter. But there are like 5 fights in the manga that do top it. And we're going to be getting a couple of them very shortly.
I mean,
We might have even gotten one today.
wait, what?
One of those fights. You're watching dub,
This is
so
the one
you're
I-
not cut up.
Is it the one I think you're talking about?
So, last week's
Does it deal with the family?
last week's episode had them separate to the different battlefields.
You're talking about the fight I think you're talking about.
Something with clones. The only
Not yet.
problem is I don't know how they're gonna do these fights because they get broken up so much because we're flip-flopping between battlefields. I don't know if they're gonna continue to do that or if they're gonna do each battlefield to a fully first and then end with
As of
Shigaraki.
as of episode wise, June 22nd's already been confirmed for Shoto and Dabi. Just letting you know. That's already confirmed.
That's next week's episode.
Yeah, that's already confirmed. It is Shoto and Dabi.
So the short synopsis for episode 145, Inflation. Even though Shigaraki's quirks are sealed, he attacks Bakugo and the others with a strange new appearance and power.
Yes.
Ooh, we'll have to see.
Yeah. On the 22nd, we get Dabi and Shoto.
That's gonna be great.
Yes, that fight's gonna go stupid.
I have to move this up as well. I think I still have this in the 30s on my list.
Yeah, you're nuts. Nuts.
Well, I like so many different genres. It's like my top 10 is not going to be all one genre.
Oh no! I understand that, but this show's good. Between the manga and anime,
And my top 50 is like I've seen what 1,200 things now. I've completed 1,098, and I'm currently watching 67.
touch grass? Question mark.
I've rewatched 133 different series. I've watched 19,309 episodes.
Really touch some grass?
And that includes movies.
Eat the grass?
So, when I think of having a list that big, top 50 is like the top tier series, in my opinion. Like, even, you think about it, a top 100 is only like 9% of what I've watched. So being in that is good, no matter where it is on the list.
Which is fair.
Like, you got to think about it in that regard.
But switching to his list, I think My Hero's going to move up.
I don't think it's going to pass the next one.
I really think it's going to move up his list.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
I think it's going to happen for him.
The Calling Games and the Shinjuku incident are going to confirm that it is not. I will say that right now. The Calling Games and the Shinjuku incident are better than anything that is currently going on in My Hero.
Yeah, I need proof.
Like, the Shibuya arc that was the second half, or I should say the majority of Season 2, is better than the Vigilante arc.
I'll agree with that.
It's better than the second War arc.
I would agree with that.
I put Shibuya ahead of the War arc that's coming up in the anime for My Hero right now. And the Calling Games starts off a little rocky, but that's because everything's getting set up, and the Calling Games lead right into the Shinjuku incident, which is where we get certain things that you two know about.
I think the whole world knows about.
Yeah. Nah, I'd win.
That was the one thing that was never going to keep under wraps.
I'm surprised the next thing did stay under wraps, dealing with his character.
I don't know, so don't tell me.
All I'll say is remember that
Don't say anything.
No, remember that one post where someone was like, "I predict Gojo's gonna come back," with the "Nah, I'm back."
No shot. I laughed my ass off.
Go look at that JJK manga panel I sent you.
I don't wanna. I'm scared. All right.
You don't know what Yuta's domain does. You don't know what Yuta's domain does. That's what's gonna make it so confusing.
All right. In the words of Bill O'Reilly, fuck it, we'll do it live.
Yeah, second panel on that.
No fucking way.
I clicked the wrong thing.
We're gonna have to talk in DM.
No,
I might have to start.
So anyone watching this live right now, we're watching this on YouTube. Spoiler warnings coming up. I'm server deafening Sage.
Thank you.
So Sage
Thank you.
cannot hear me right now.
No, he cannot.
So Yuta's domain allows him to copy infinite amount of other people's curse techniques.
That is actually insane.
He copied Kenjaku's.
Okay.
He used Kenjaku's to transfer his soul into Gojo's body.
No fucking way.
So he can use Infinite Void, and 6 Eyes against Sukuna.
That's actually insane.
So that is Yuta in Gojo's body, so he can use Gojo's curse techniques.
That's insane.
He can also use Gojo's domain to a better degree than Gojo could.
How? No, I'm just generally curious of how.
We don't know, because if you look at that panel I sent you, I think Yuta's dead.
That makes no sense then.
Which I hate, because he's my second favorite character behind Maki.
So that makes no sense then.
Yeah. So...
Unless it's some conscious shit, that makes no sense.
I don't know, because I was talking with Tony about it.
Is that what you were talking about last Sunday?
Yeah.
Okay.
It could be that he transferred his soul, and now his original body is just a lump of flesh, and Rika is bound to Yuta's body, not his soul.
That makes no sense. I mean, it makes sense, but it doesn't make any sense.
It's very rare, and that's why Rika is a very rare cursed entity. So
it makes sense, but it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, but this was the last 2 pages of that 7 pages of content. And Gege took a break.
Until what? Next week?
And I think it's next week when we get the next chapter. I don't think we
get
a
the
chapter
21st.
This week.
21st. Or 23rd, or
no,
whatever the hell it is.
It's a longer break because there's still no next chapter date. It's a 2-week break.
Oh, he extended it. Well, he said it was taking like 3 weeks.
Yeah. So it's not gonna be next. It's gonna be the week after next. Oh my god.
Okay.
But
I might have to start reading JJK.
Dude.
I said it a while ago.
You'll realize because before the calling games even happens, we have the Zenin clan incident.
All right, maybe off stream. Tell me what chapter to start at.
Okay.
So I can go read.
All right, I'm undeafening him.
All right.
Welcome back.
Holy shit, I can hear.
Yeah. Basically, after what I just told him, he's gonna start reading it.
Yeah, I heard him.
It's crazy.
I think
I gotta figure. You, and Tony have to talk. I don't understand.
I think it's the 140s.
How. Okay. I still understand the concept of how. Like, I get it. I just don't understand the concept of how that's done.
Do. 136 is the last chapter of the Shibuya arc incident, so that's the chapter I would start on.
All right, that's where I'm starting.
Yeah, chapter 136, which is the 3rd chapter of volume 16.
Noted. I will start there.
I'm gonna DM it to you as well and pin it.
Okay.
Boom. All right. So why is this at number 3, Sage? I don't think we got that yet.
The first and second season are phenomenal, and
And you what?
And I love the movie.
The movie comes before the first season.
Oh, I understand that.
Yeah.
I was just saying it, the first and second season and the movie.
It's
just I liked it all.
So, Yuta was my favorite character. And then the Zenin clan incident happened, which is what season 3 is going to start with.
Ooh.
and that made Maki my favorite character.
Fair. So I really like the Shibuya. You were not wrong when you said if you guys watch Shibuya, you guys are gonna lose your fucking shit.
Yep.
And boy, did they.
It's gonna get worse. That's all I'm gonna say is it's gonna get worse.
I've been seeing the memes. I don't try to pay attention to them because a lot of the JJK memes are spoily as shit. But
Well, that's just because of Gojo.
oh yeah, but still.
Outside of Gojo, it's still worse. Like,
Oh,
until the series is fully animated and done, anime onlys are not ready.
yeah, I can't ready. I'm not ready at all, but I'm gonna be ready. I'm ready for it. I'm not ready, but I'm ready.
Are you ready, kids?
No, but here I am. I'm gonna go watch it. I'm gonna be torn.
I was trying to use that as a segue to your number 2, which is One Piece.
SpongeBob's not in One Piece.
Aye, Captain. The dude's a
They're
pirate.
doing an island.
The dude is a pirate.
Go to Fishman.
I have problem with Fishman, okay?
Fishman Island was... There's two purposes of Fishman Island. To show off how strong the Straw Hats got over the time skip, and to introduce the concept of road poneglyphs, which are the red ones.
And it's also your introduction to the Big Mom Pirates.
Technically, no. So
Yeah. Yeah.
you get introduced to her in a sense where it's the first time where she actually has speaking lines. And
You
it's
hear
and it's the first time you actually see members of her crew. But
That's what I was
you learn
getting.
about her before that when
Thriller Bark.
Whitebeard and Kaido and Thriller Bark, she gets brought up because you meet one of her daughters there. But
Right, but I was just pretty much getting at it's the first time you're actually seeing more into it.
what made you put One Piece at 2?
It's in my opinion, it has been very, very fucking. Yes, it's had its. There's been the turn like, the fuck is this taking so long for? Luffy could have kicked this fucker's ass ago. But Wano was fantastic. I ain't even fucking finished with it, but
194 episodes is Wano.
Yeah, we're not even fully done with it on the dub. Our next drop should give us the final conclusion of the whole thing. I hope.
It should lead up to the Egghead arc, the next dub drop.
I think it leads into Egghead.
With the way Crunchyroll has it, it will go into Egghead because technically in the manga, the end of new episode just dropped. It's a special this week.
Okay.
It looks like it's going over Ace.
I was gonna say we got Luffy wanting to be a police officer again.
Oh, it's taking a look. It's doing a reintroduction of the old emperors and the new emperors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, making history, the turbulent old and the new 4 emperors. Zoro and Brook introduce the past and present 4 emperors. They talk about what kind of power each emperor has or had, their shining moments of greatness, and their downfalls.
Oh, that's gonna be great when it's in dub.
But technically, oh no, they fixed it. They actually fixed it. 1089 is the first episode of Egghead. So they actually fixed it because before they had, let me scroll down to it. They had 1086 as the first episode, which was the new Emperor's reveal.
Okay.
But the thing is, 1086 is still Wano. 1087 is still Wano because of what comes in 1088.
That's fair. It's starting to kind of it's the starting transition into.
Yeah, it's the transition episodes going from island to island.
Yeah.
But yeah, they actually changed it and made it to where Egghead starts in 1089. So I think it's going to go to 10. I think the next dub drop is going to go to 1088 because what? It's at 1070 something or 1080 something right now. Or wait, where is it at?
Oh.
I'm looking at it right now.
I was gonna say, if you go to my binge list, it's just
1073.
Yeah.
So it's going to cover. The next dub drop is going to finish Gear 5th fight. It's going to finish Wano without a doubt.
So we're gonna get Wano done.
Yeah, I think it's just going to finish Wano because even though it's like 16 episodes or something like that, 13 episodes, there is there's 2 specials as well, so 15 episodes is probably what they're going to do.
Probably. Get us up to right before the start of the transition.
Yeah. It would finish the transition. It would bring us up into entering a new chapter. Luffy and Sabo's paths will be the start of the next dub drop. Is what I think they're gonna do. Hopefully.
One can only hope.
I mean, hey, if they do another 30 episode drop and just take it up to 1100, that's gonna suck because that's a cliffhanger.
Yeah, I mean, I take it because that's just more. More for me to watch than what was the last one, like 10, 15?
Yeah, so the last one was 15. They'll probably do 15 again to round out the arc.
Probably.
Yes. The longest continuous story in anime. Because I mean, there's like 6 series that have more episodes, but it's not a continuous story for those series.
One Piece, I feel.
Highest selling manga ever.
When I originally started watching this, I did not think I was going to like it at all. Even before I started watching, I was like, did everybody, fuck the 1,000 episodes, I really don't want to go watch that. Then you there and you think, it's like, how many times have I watched this show? How many times have I watched that show?
Yeah, it makes 1,000 episodes look small.
Yeah. So then I watch One Piece, I get up to one, like, damn, I only have 30 episodes left of the dub. I should probably go down.
There was someone I knew who watched Naruto like 6 times, like all of it. And I looked at him, I go, how many episodes is that together? He's like 720. And this was back when One Piece only had like 900 episodes. And now it has over 1,100.
Yeah.
And he goes, damn, you got a point. It's only a 200 episode difference. I can really watch One Piece. Now he's caught up to even the newest manga chapter. Because he realized, like, wait a minute, I'm being a hypocrite seeing as how long Naruto is.
One Piece is one of those shows, like, yeah, you might procrastinate to watch, but once you get caught up on it, whether you're watching dub or sub or reading the manga, you just want more. That's
literally been a meme since like 2018, where it's like One Piece is too long, and then One Piece watchers, there's not enough.
Yeah.
Like, that is true. I remember when I first got caught up to One Piece, I was like trying to stay with the dub,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, nope, I gotta keep going. And I switched to sub, and now every week I'm just craving my One Piece on Saturday and Sunday.
See, I just love the dub cast too much to move on, or else, like, I've already thought to go watch it in sub. I have had the thought, I will tell you that now.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm gonna tell you
Sabin
this.
as Zoro, Sinclair as Brooke, so on and so forth.
I'm gonna tell you this. The sub cab is just as good as the dub cast.
Oh, I believe it. I've heard. Like, I've seen clips with the sub, and Luffy's voice actor is great. They're all good. They all do a good job.
I mean, Ian Sinclair could not do the laugh that Brooke if it wasn't for the sub voice actor.
Which is fair.
And Sabat has said in interviews that Zoro is just his normal voice.
Mm-hmm. But I still think it fits Zoro. Just like looking at Zoro's character, hearing
It does,
it.
and you hear Zoro's sub voice actor, and it's like, okay, their tone is not far off.
No.
And it's like I do love every single one of the dub voice actors as well, because like there's two reasons I started watching Shangri-La Frontier. The opening, Broken Games by Fathoms, is amazing, and then I get into the episode, and it's Sanji's dub voice actor does Sunraku in the dub, and those were the two reasons I watched the show.
Which is completely fair.
Like, I'm never gonna knock the dub cast. There are certain episodes that have gone back, like the Gear 5th episode, because in the dub they literally go, "Nani?"
Yes.
Hilarious moment.
I will say I've seen the stuff where people have like talked about Kaido's dub actor.
So the one thing that he did really, really botch is the laugh.
I was gonna say, like people were saying whenever he was getting hit, it sounded like he was really lazy and all that. I'm like, you gotta think about it. Kaido's like drunk during this fight too.
He's like that in the sub too. He's like, it sounds lazy, but that's how Kaido's character is.
It was like Kaido's a carefree. He's fucking pissed drunk. He was at a party.
He's always drunk.
Oh, this was his extra special night to get super drunk.
Yeah, it's the laugh, because you look at the other dub voice actors, they give their all for the laughs. Now, don't get me wrong, Kaido's laugh is hard.
Because of how deep it is.
It's not just that; it's because of what it is. It's like it's weird. Like I can't even do it. You look at someone like Caesar, it's a lot easier. You look at Brooks, that's a lot easier than Kaido's.
Yeah.
So, like, a lot of the unique laughs are, like, and even Blackbeard's, this is probably the easiest unique laugh. But then you get that's the only problem that I've, like, ever had with the dub cast of One Piece was Kaido's laugh.
Which is fair. So I will say, compared to, like, the subcast and the dubcast, both casts do bring their all to it.
Oh yeah, it's the same. It was like the same with Solo Leveling.
As the subcast, they want to make it to where people weren't doing that little nitpicking to it, because if they bring it their all, there's no real nitpicking to do because
And that's the thing. Like as a voice actor, you should always give your all for every character you play, even if it's in a shitty series. Like, I just finished a show that ended this week called The Banished Former Hero Lives As He Pleases. Awful show. I rated it at 3. It is that bad. But one of the characters in the first arc, because they go through 4 story arcs in 12 episodes.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and it's so predictable of a plot. Like, you know who the bad guy is the first time you see him, even if it's supposed to be a mystery. But the first bad guy of the first arc, his voice actor was Dios from JoJo's.
Fair.
He gave his all for that shitty series still.
I'm sorry.
One of the best stories, too.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the people that also say, like, it's taking you 1,000 episodes to find a treasure? What the hell? It's like, well, yeah, because they're on a journey.
I was going to say, once you hit, what, I want to say, once you hit Arlong, that's when you learn,
I'd say Baratier.
What'd you say, Baratier?
Baratier. Because that's where you get introduced to Mihawk, officially. You have the Mihawk-Zoro fight. That's where you have Sanji's moment of saving Luffy.
That's fair, but
It's where you have Zoro's vow to never lose again.
Yeah, but to be fair, in Arlong you have.
Don't get me wrong, Arlong's a great arc as well. It's definitely the best arc in the East Blue.
I feel like only reason I'm feeling Arlong more is because that's when Luffy realized, man, there's actual bad guys in this world that need dealt with.
Well, that happened. He fights Don Krieg and freaking Baratier. He fought Buggy in Orangetown, Kuro and Syrup.
Yeah, but you know the Buggy Luffy really.
He knows there's bad people. He knew that from when he was a kid with the Mountain Bandit.
Well, he kind of learned that he can't just go get the One Piece on his own.
Oh, he knew that. That's why he said he needed a crew.
Well, he couldn't just, him and his barrel wasn't going to be enough.
See, that's the problem with the anime to the manga. So in the manga, it starts with Shanks' flashback when Luffy's a kid. And at the end of the flashback, it says, I'm going to gather a crew and it's going to be better than yours one day, Shanks. And then it goes to him out to sea and then the barrel.
Yep, and then in the anime,
it starts with the barrel, and you don't get the flashback until after Zoro joins.
Yeah, and Luffy's telling him the whole thing with him and Shanks, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, he knew from the start that he was going to need a crew, and he couldn't do it on his own.
I'd like to say Arlong's Luffy more gained a brain.
I would say Arlong is definitely the best arc in East Blue.
But yeah.
The arc that I tell people to watch to, and if you don't like it by the end of that arc, it's not for you, is the Baratier.
That is fair.
And if they're still like on the fence after Baratier, then I say, okay, well, if you don't like it by the end of Arlong, it's definitely not for you. Arlong is like the fallback arc for getting someone into the show for me.
See, and then pre-time skip, the best arc for pre-time skip we all know is Marineford.
I like to break it up into 3 categories.
There's
pre-time
so much
skip, war, post-time skip.
That's fair.
Because all 4 arcs of the war are in a league of their own. Saba Odi, Amazon Lily, Impel Down, Marineford.
Yeah.
They're all in a league of their own. So, for me, best pre-time skip is between Eni's Lobby and Skypiea.
See, think about it now. Water 7's also fantastic.
It's the Water 7 saga, but I like to just wrap it all together in one because it's just 2 arcs.
But it all collides.
It's pretty continuous. It's not like Jaya and Skypiea where there's a clean-cut separation between the 2. They just flow right into each other for Water 7 and Eni's Lobby.
It's so good. Water 7 is top fucking tier.
It gives one of the saddest backstories until manga spoilers. Sorry, what? No, you ain't ready. You ain't ready for Egghead, bro.
Oh, I know.
You are not, dude. I sat here once you watch the episodes of Egghead of a certain character's backstory.
Is it Mr.
I'm gonna pull up some of the chapter reactions, and I'm gonna show you. I started crying on camera during these chapter reactions.
See, I can't wait to see because I've seen the little clips of the Lucci fight.
Oh, that's very close.
I've been waiting for that rematch.
That's 1100 and 1101.
So I've been seeing the clips of that. It looks so funny.
Dude.
I've seen the clip where he smacks his ass.
Kiss my ass.
Be great in dub.
That's probably something I'm gonna watch in dub. I'll probably go back and watch that one in dub. I'm gonna go back and watch the 1071 in dub at some point.
You still haven't?
No, I still have 4 episodes of Train, 3 episodes of Tsukimichi. I have so much shit to still watch.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
I still have yet to start the new season of Data Live and Misfit of Demon King Academy.
I mean, that's fair. I was just like, oh.
I've been I got caught up in CS:GO because I made like $60 on there.
That's fair.
So I've been grinding to get, because you have to win 10 matches on every map now instead of just 10 matches in general to get your rank.
Oh, fuck.
So I've been trying to grind that out. Then X Defiant with you guys.
That's fair.
I bought that. Have you seen the crab game that has that like dope beat?
No, I'm gonna keep it up now.
Oh, I'm gonna have to show you that. But moving into your number one, who could have guessed? It's Naruto.
It's Naruto.
You like what I squeezed in there on the right side?
I'm waiting for it to load up. There it is. Oh, get that piece of over here. Taco's been telling me good things about Blue Twin Vortex, and I said good.
Yeah.
Once it gets, if it ever gets animated, it might be just as good as Naruto.
Here's the problem, though. Unless they redo all the canon stuff, it's not going to be worth the watch.
No.
So I would suggest don't watch the 293 episodes of Naruto, of Boruto. Read the, 17 volumes is what it's going to be? Some shit like that. Let me check.
So I'm planning on probably like checking it, reading it at some point.
I have a couple of the volumes.
Fuck Boruto the anime. Fuck Boruto.
Yeah, and then when it comes to the Sasuke story, just read it because, I mean, I have the first volume of the manga. It just came out, but there's a light novel before that stuff, and then a light novel after that stuff because it's based off of a light novel.
See, the only bit that I liked of Boruto,
it's gonna be 20 volumes.
Go back in time. I literally skipped up to that bit of Boruto just to watch that bit. Oh,
that's
I
all
don't
filler.
Care. It was the best bit of the goddamn show.
So, they've been doing 4 chapters. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 5 chapters left to put in a volume, so they're probably gonna do a thick volume 20. So 20 volumes, 80 chapters.
But I'm sorry, whenever I started watching Boruto, I wasn't expecting to hear, yeah, fuck my dad, I don't like him, I'm a little whiny bitch.
The funny thing is like the first episode of Boruto is the last chapter, the last like 3 chapters of Shippuden. Because Boruto the character is shown at the end of Naruto. They didn't adaptate like the last 3 chapters of Naruto in Naruto Shippuden. It got adapted in Boruto.
That's fair, but I'm talking about like when Boruto itself starts up, yeah. Like, it's just a little whiny bitch. But, yeah, Goku's father, fantastic character, I love Naruto. Fantastic character. He was never really a whiny little bitch. Yeah, he was a little brat, but he wasn't like Boruto at all. It ain't my fault all he had was ramen and spoiled milk.
No, that was Hiruzen's fault.
Exactly. It was this goddamn guardian that the fucking fourth Hokage gave in charge. Minato, can you take care of my son? Hiruzen, yeah, sure. The moment
Honestly,
Minato does.
What do you think would have happened if... Because Minato was on good terms with Fukaku. What do you think if Fukaku took in Naruto? What would have happened? And Sasuke and Itachi were his adopted brothers.
I would have been.
It makes you wonder how the Uchiha massacre would have went down if Naruto was in that household.
Itachi probably would have sent him and Sasuke out to go do some shit. Let's be real.
Probably.
He'd be like, "Hey guys, go practice your kunai training."
Or because he was already in touch with Toby, because it was the whole point of his double agent thing was to infiltrate the Akatsuki, and then do the Uchiha massacre and all that. Would he have taken Naruto to the Akatsuki?
Well, I would have given the Akatsuki the 9 tails right away.
But
destroyed the lead, which
but-
Itachi did not want.
here's the thing, though. What if Itachi hid the fact that he was the Nine Tails until later on?
I know Obito's a dumbass, but I feel like
no,
somehow
who gave that information to the Akatsuki to begin with? It would have been Itachi. Because Itachi was close to Minato because of the friendship that his father had with Minato.
I mean, that's fair too. Let's be real, they probably would
He
have
might
wrapped
have protected Naruto and the Akatsuki.
He would have been like, yeah, Zetsu was there. Zetsu's seen it all.
True, you would have to find a way to get around Zetsu.
Yeah, and there's no real way to get around that fucker.
It makes you wonder. See,
No,
see why I do these things in my head?
Like, it's a lot wider, bro.
Yeah, you see why I like make these different plot point scenarios in my head?
Like, I remember watching it for the first time, like, alright, Sasuke's gonna come back to the village at some point. Doesn't have till the end, but, you know,
I'm gonna become Hokage and destroy everybody else. I'll be the only Hokage. I'll be the only Kage.
yeah, once Sasuke said he wanted to be Hokage, I was like, you said fucking what now? Your name's not on the show title. You're not the main character, bud.
Alright, any thoughts, Taco?
Sengon,
Rasengan.
believe it.
So, I don't think we're going to stream X Defiant because we're already at over 2.5 hours. It was a long wormhole for 3 of us. So tomorrow we have our psychic users. So get excited for that, I guess.
I was gonna.
We'll go over to characters chosen, and I'm going to tell you two about a matchup that I did specifically for Cope. No one tell them.
Ooh.
Don't tell them.
Won't tell.
It's going to be the 4th match.
He's on the phone at the moment, so I will tell. Or unless you want me to keep it from him.
No, Taco can hear it.
Okay.
But it's because it's meant as a target to Cope. It's the 4th match of the first round, and it is Asnot versus Itachi.
Cool. Sorry, that might vote for that one. Just saying.
I fixed it. I fixed the Akira one because it's Tetsuo is the person who it's supposed to be, not Akira himself.
That's fair.
So I fixed it to where it says Tetsuo. But we got Mewtwo from Pokemon, Itachi from Naruto, Mob from Mob Psycho 100, Anya from Spy Family, Tetsuo from Akira, Lelouch from Code Geass, Asnot from Bleach, and Django from One Piece. Get excited for that tomorrow. I believe there is both a My Hero and a One Piece chapter tomorrow. And if you're watching this on YouTube, this stuff has already happened, as this is the 4th video we upload during the week. Or should I say it's the last video we upload during the week. Where the fuck is One Piece? What the fuck? There is no chapter for My Hero tomorrow. Break week.
Means you guys gotta wait.
There it is. Fucking found it. Finally. There is a chapter of One Piece. So there will be a One Piece chapter reaction video with me and Tony this week. And Taco disappeared. And then next Saturday we are doing the first 6 episodes of Windbreaker for our anime reviews.
Which I have nothing but praise for that show.
It's gonna be great. Our next Wormhole, I don't think we have a topic for yet. I'm gonna talk to Taco about it. And we'll figure that out. But anyways, Sage, you want to say the ending line?
Stay humble, get rumbled.
Battle.